Well, Coke and Pepsi in the U.S., just in the paper today, that they're changing one of the ingredients because it's a coloring ingredient. All it does is add color. But that coloring ingredient is being deemed by the American government as being a carcinogen.
All right.
So they're pulling it out and they're putting another thing in.
Okay, so they're pulling it out. They're pulling it out now, and it's been in for how many years?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, and then you've got to understand. Look, you're just buying sugar water. That's all you're buying. The markup is several thousand%, and all you're buying into is a brand, essentially, as you would do a clothing brand. The difference is the clothing brand isn't really going to do you any harm. But whereas you start pouring that kind of stuff into your one and only body, this is it, guys, your one and only body for the rest of your entire life. This, as we say, it's not a rehearsal. You start overworking the pancreas like crazy, which is what, having 7 teaspoons of white refined sugar in the average can of Coke and Pepsi, for example.
That's scary.
Listen, it's called what I call it beyond working man's caff. What I mean by that is, James, is if you went to a cafe and you ordered a coffee or a tea, and somebody said, yeah, sure, how many sugars do you want? And you said 7.
They're going to look at you.
They're going to look at you a little bit strange, huh? Do you know what I mean? But yet somebody orders a can of Coke, nobody blinks an eye. I mean, 7 teaspoons of white refined sugar. And that kind of sugar going into the bloodstream,